Hello dear students, in this video we will discuss two concepts. One is stopping distance, another concept is say an object starts with initial velocity and moves with constant acceleration of alpha, reaches a maximum speed and then it returns to rest. These two concepts we will discuss in this video. What is stopping distance? Say there is a bus moving with some initial velocity u meter per second, and at a distance of some distance, okay. So there is a person or there is a kid, okay, on the road. Now what the bus driver has to do is he has to apply the brakes so that he should avoid the collision, correct, no? So within this distance he should stop the vehicle, okay. Now what he has to do, he will apply the brakes. Once the bus stops, the final velocity will become 0. So in stopping distance final velocity is 0. So which equation I can choose? I can choose v square equal to u square plus 2 ax, because I know final velocity is 0 and initial velocity is u, and we are speaking about the displacement. And let us suppose that driver applies brakes in such a way that there is constant retardation. Now what happens to this equation? Final velocity is 0, initial velocity is u square plus 2 into acceleration is negative, correct, because it is retardation, negative acceleration, speed is decreasing. So minus a into distance travelled x, distance travelled I will write it as ds, because at the stopping distance final velocity is 0, na? So what happens to this equation? 2 into a into stopping distance is equal to u square, or stopping distance is equal to u square by 2a. If the acceleration is constant or if the retardation is constant, stopping distance is directly proportional to square of the initial speed. What does it mean? If the velocity gets doubled, stopping distance becomes 4 times. Say ds is the stopping distance when the velocity is u. When the velocity becomes 2u, what happens? 2u whole square is 4u square. So what happens? Stopping distance becomes 4 times. So that is why in the school limits and all they write go slow, because if your initial speed is less, stopping distance can be 2 less. Okay, if the initial velocity doubles, stopping distance becomes 4 times. It becomes difficult for the driver to control the vehicle. Okay. Now we will come to this situation. This situation is like, say there is a bus, initial velocity is 0, it starts accelerating with the constant acceleration alpha, velocity of the bus increases and velocity of the bus becomes maximum Vm. Then the driver applies brake, okay, so that the retardation is constant, that is beta, and finally the bus comes to rest, okay. Final velocity is 0. Here the velocity is maximum. This is the process. In this process we will have to calculate what is the distance travelled, what is the maximum velocity attained, all those things. Now the bus starts moving with the uniform acceleration alpha for a time interval equal to Ta. Ta stands for time of acceleration, and it attains a maximum speed, say Vm. Then the driver applies brakes such that retardation is constant beta. Finally the bus comes to rest and the time of retardation is Tr. Total time span, let it be T, okay. So total time span is equal to time of acceleration plus time of retardation, okay. Now we will divide this situation into two parts. Say this process is process number 1, this process here to here retarding process number 2, okay. In the beginning of process number 1 velocity was 0, at the end of process number 1 velocity is Vm. Beginning of process number 2 velocity is Vm, maximum speed. At the end of process 2 velocity is 0. Now what we will do? We will apply the equation V is equal to u plus at to process number 1. What is the final velocity? Final velocity is Vm, maximum speed. Okay. What is initial velocity? Initial velocity in process number 1 is 0, 0, it starts from 0, plus what is the acceleration? Acceleration is alpha into what is time of acceleration? Time of acceleration is Ta, or V maximum is equal to acceleration into time of acceleration. Now, we will apply the same equation V is equal to u plus at for process 2. In process 2, final velocity is 0, initial velocity is Vm, maximum speed. So, what happens to this equation? V is equal to u plus at, final velocity is 0, initial velocity is V maximum, and it is retardation, no. So, I will write minus beta into time of retardation is Tr. So, what happens? If I throw this term into LHS, I will get V maximum is equal to beta into Tr, or maximum speed is also given by retardation into time of retardation. Now, what I can do? I can equate these two equations. Since in LHS both of the equations have Vm, alpha into Ta is equal to beta into Tr, or what I can write this as acceleration divided by retardation is equal to alpha by beta equal to Tr by Ta, time of retardation divided by time of acceleration. What does it mean? If the acceleration is more, then the time of acceleration is less. If the acceleration is less, then the time of acceleration is more. What does it mean? Say for example, you are driving a two-wheeler, you start the two-wheeler, slowly you increase the speed. Say you take 20 seconds to increase the speed from 0 km per hour to 60 km per hour, you take 20 seconds, and suddenly one dog comes in front of your vehicle and you can't go to left or right, suddenly you have to apply the brakes, then within 2 or 3 seconds you will stop the vehicle. What does it mean? Retardation was very high and the time required for retardation is less. Initially your acceleration was small, so the time required for acceleration or time of acceleration is more. Now, what we will do? We will calculate the distance travelled by the bus in the entire process. So, how to calculate distance travelled? We know that see, area under Vt curve is displacement, we know this. We will find the area. Okay. If I have to calculate displacement, I should calculate area under Vt graph, area under the curve. Or x is equal to, what is area? Area of triangle, half into base into height, or x is equal to half into base. What is base? This is base, t, into height. What is height? Vm, or I can write this as x is equal to Vm, or I can write half into Vm into t. Distance travelled is half into Vm into t. Then we will calculate the average velocity in this process. How to calculate average velocity? Average velocity is equal to total displacement divided by time taken. Total displacement divided by time taken. So, what is total displacement or distance travelled? We have already calculated. It is half into Vm into t, half into Vm into t divided by time taken for the entire process is t. So, t gets cancelled. So, average velocity in this process is equal to Vm divided by 2. And also we can take help of two shortcuts. Maximum velocity is also given by Vm is equal to alpha beta divided by alpha plus beta into t or distance travelled is also given by half into alpha beta divided by alpha plus beta into t square. You can use this equation also, x equal to half into V m into t, or that equation. See, what is this alpha beta divided by alpha plus beta term is? This is effective acceleration. So, what we have done here is we have used V is equal to u plus at equation. U is 0, no? U is 0. So, V is equal to a into t, effective acceleration into t. This comes from x is equal to u t plus half a t square equation. U is 0. So, u t term goes half into effective acceleration into t square. Okay. So, once again, maximum speed is equal to acceleration into time of acceleration or retardation into time of retardation. So, acceleration by retardation is equal to time of retardation divided by time of acceleration. So, acceleration and the time required for acceleration, they are inversely proportional. Distance travelled by the object in this process is given by half into maximum speed into time. Average speed is given by half of the maximum speed, or total time taken in this process. Total time taken is equal to time of acceleration plus time of retardation. Maximum speed can also be calculated using the formula alpha beta divided by alpha plus beta into t, or distance travelled can be calculated by half into alpha beta divided by alpha plus beta into t square.